This is cool. Different game.
It's 4 o'clock.
Sorry about the noise and the background.
Look.
I'm looking to stop it. I'm looking to stop it.
Brilliant. Cameras looking at me.
Yeah, so it's a new game. I've ever played this. It's downloading it.
Those lost wishes weren't the treasure I was after. Those lost wishes weren't the treasure I was after. All that different either.
Yeah, so...
Two odd contraptions guarded the lost treasure. I would have to turn one and see what happened.
I'm listening to something. I might get distracted lots of times.
And that's what would have happened if I turned the left switch. But since I am here telling this story, you already know that I pulled the right. Even though the bed was very comfortable, this was no time to hide under the covers.
Wait. Hold on, Grandpa. I don't remember this part of the story. Beds hanging from stalactites?
We'll get there, Gwendolyn. Don't worry. No detail in this story will be overlooked. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. As I treaded through the river of rumbling trundles, I feared I knew the source of that deafening wind. Nestled beneath a slumbering pile of teeth and claws was...
Fabled mirror.
Oh, so you remember this part of the story.
Well, dragons are my favorite.
You want to tell this part?
Yes. King Edward sent me, the greatest knight in all of Daventry, on a quest to return his stolen mirror. A gigantic, hulking beast of a dragon was the last thing in my way to... My way to add a shinier hat to my collection.
Be back. talking to me, please. Don't stop talking to me.
Volumes of old books with foreboding titles cluttered the shelves of that strange bedroom. How to Tame a Dragon, Breaking the Spirit of Hideous Beasts, amateur spells to impress your friends with. No books about uncovering missing handles. I tried to turn that crazy contraption, but it was missing a handle. Someone tampered with it, creating some silly conundrum.
So, the missing handle was booby-trapped? What did you do?
Well, I used my cleverness to outsmart the trap. Then I used my cleverness to hide. Luckily, that half-blinded beast never noticed me in bed.
A dragon's eye must be really hard to pierce with an arrow. At archery lessons, I can barely hit a hay bale.
It is indeed a feat only for skilled archers. I tried to turn that crazy contraption, but it was missing a handle. Someone tampered with it, creating some silly conundrum.
What did you use to...
Don't have me let somebody watching.
The dragon's chains were coiled around a gigantic switch mounted to the cave wall. This cave seemed to be filled with failed adventures. After he briefly basked in the sun, the narcoleptic dragon went back to snoring.
I probably sleep all day too, if Amira was my only friend.
after I was impaled.
Wait a minute. Does this...
Whoever designed this trap thought they were pretty clever, but I would probably find a way to hit that unreachable switch. The mirror called out to me. A ridiculous feeding contraption was cobbled together to keep the beast and probably its owner alive. Dragon Petite Four.
Dad, you going anywhere today?
What?
Because that's what we're going to put up.
A ridiculous feeding contraption was cobbled together to keep the beast and probably its owner alive.
Oh yeah, Dad, next week is parents' evening. That's it.
Not just parents evening, there's a day where you don't gotta go in. Really?
Forgot to ask you, Carrie, I need football, please.
Talk that loud.
I am that. Can I do this? Wait, I don't know. What, the 18?
I don't know, I can't read from it. Whoa!
No, I'm making a drink. I'm not drinking this.
Ooh.
What's on that? Ronaldo. Huh?
Sorry, no.
I know. I need to write them down though. Got a little one second. Dad.
Where's your phone? Add that thing that I sent
What, be safe?
you. Yeah. What's wrong?
Oh, so look at that background. All the new stuff at Black Ops 3. I put that.
You got the app?
What app?
The one that I sent you to get.
Right?
What the this one is?
I can get Xbox on this.
No, that's
What
what
the
I
fuck?
got.
Why? What does that even do?
Maybe what it says, keeps it safe.
You know, viruses.
Oh.
From what? It keeps you safe from doing things. Search YouTube for Free Snowman. Ooh. Oh, it was a white one as well. Oh. One. Anyway, that yours that? Okay. Okay. Okay.
What's your email address?
Levante?
What's your Google account?
I don't know. Ron, make sure you go on my videos.
You're a real sick boy beast, man. That's all for dad.
Yes, and watching Frosty. So oh, look. Look. Come here. Dad, this is how close we keep the school.
What do they cost up
Chopper 1, 2, 3, 4. This is how close Wakita School is. Say from this house to Sainsbury's.
How do you spell chopper?
CHOPPER.
Chopper what?
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's from here to Sainsbury's. That's how close their school is. Yeah? That's how close the school is. Wakila's.
Oh.
From here to Sainsbury's, that's how close. That's like what? 1. Last night. Going down. What's my hair? And then I basically had, you would like the space. And those space would go on. You're not even listening to it. Say it then. Let's see if you can. How long do you have left? Yeah. I'm going to give you a look. Oh, finished. What did you need it for?
A ridiculous feeding contraption was cobbled together to keep the beast and probably its owner alive.
What's it say?
No, not on the age.
Yeah, that old. I need 1992. That's what I would do for everything.
Grandpa.
Screaming. I think he's better now. I think we're just a little record. Killer Kitson's a banner on GTA. It's not Kitson. But it's Stefan. Oh. It's a banner. Where do I go? Over here? Here? I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. Okay, today, guys, we're dealing with chill factors that we've never seen before. In this area, right here, we're experiencing a lot of cold. And right here, we're going to go with this
A ridiculous feeding contraption was cobbled together to keep the beast and probably its owner alive.
Let me guess. You... Let me guess.
I guess you could say... I guess you could say... I guess you could...
Yes, I've been doing it.
With the magic mirror safely in my possession, I dreamt of the Daventry I would be rewarded with, and the kingdom it could become.
I don't know why you carried the bow and arrow. I've been here. I've been here.
In that split second, I had three choices in front of me. Any would clear my path to safety, and all would have rippling consequences.
Shoot that, shoot it. Shoot that. Okay. Is that all you wanted? Look. Yes, get out. Use it in his back pocket. And look.
My hands were shaking and my arms could barely grip the rope, but with the last of my strength, I climbed out of the well and headed back to the castle. Ever since the magic mirror returned, its reflections have warned the kingdom of danger, kept our family safe, and it has exposed many troublesome crumbs tangled in my beard.
Yeah. King Edward was so proud that he returned his lost treasure that he made you king. Everyone knows that part. Now, can we get back to that dragon?
Gwendolyn, there is so much more to my stories than dragons. I hope this old cap will be remembered for far more than the action tattered across its brim. Sewn into the seams are many hidden adventures.
Why do you think both get back to her?
All right, let's get back to the dragon.
Tell me everything. Like, why did you set the dragon free even though he was trying to eat you?
I set him free because, well, over the years I realized that the dragon was not the despicable, hideous beast Daventry had made him out to be. He was just a caged animal that was never shown any kindness. On that day, I forgave the dragon for his atrocious past.
You have such a bizarre way of making friends, Grandpa. I guess I do too. I'm known as Gwendolyn the Popular back home, but only to my stuffed bunnies.
I've always found it best to pursue friends where I can, though they don't always feel the same about me.
All right, you two. Grandpa needs to rest. Gwendolyn, it's way past your bedtime.
Sleep well, Grandpa. I'll be back first thing in the morning.
I don't need rest. I'm as spry as I've ever been, though I wouldn't mind a slice of magic fruit.
Well, hello, cousin.
Guard!
I'm glad you're finally here. He's been asking about you for days. I had to sit through the same story 5 times.
We got here as fast as we could. And I like Grandpa's stories, especially the ones with dragons.
Ah, yes, the legendary beast that he set free. I don't know if he forgets I've heard that story before or he doesn't care, but he loves telling it to anyone that will listen. I'm pretty sure I heard the nursemaids telling his same jokes in the hall.
Have you heard anything the doctors are saying?
Yes, doctors, wizards, magic elves. Grandfather is fine, Gwendolyn. They all say the same thing. He's just old. He still has a few good years left. Look, we're all excited that your family made the trip, but there's no need to worry. You should get some rest. I'm sure you're scheduled for a full morning of Grandfather's hilarious ramblings.
Oh, I'm also scheduled for the tournament tomorrow.
Good.
Ah, yes, the fencing tournament. You'll love it. I'm, of course, favored to win, and will make sure you have the very best seat to view my victory. The courtyard will be filled with important people and delicious hors d'oeuvres.
Oh, I'm actually competing in the tournament.
I had no idea we were hosting a junior tournament. That's incredible. In that case, I will gladly be there to cheer you on and eat delectable appetizers.
Nope, no junior tournament. I'll be squaring off against you.
I see.
Be safe as that.
Well, perhaps this is the time to stop listening to stories and finally make some of your own. Good night, Gwendolyn.
Is that what
Sleep
you
well.
told me? You have to read it. What was you trying to look for?
Come in, Gwendolyn. You can set those on the nightstand.
Grandma said to take 3 spoonfuls.
Like that fencing tournament. I hear you're competing.
Well, I signed up, but I'm not so sure anymore.
Nonsense. If it's Scott you're worried about, he's no bother. After all, I only learned that you entered after he complained about it all morning. Threatened, I'm guessing. There are many ways to win a duel. I, for one, have always been fond of...
From what you say? Square.
precision through practice, a deft maneuver or two. Train harder and follow your instincts. Speaking of, that reminds me of a story. One I know you haven't heard before. When I was a much younger lad, before I was a knight, before I'd been to Daventry, and even before I'd seen a dragon. It's a tale about a tournament that changed my life. It is a long story, but I shall tell it briefly.
Well, Triumph, this looks as good a place as any to camp for the night. Let's rest up. We have a big day tomorrow.
What is that? It's a rabbit. Oh, boy. I'm controlling it from. Yeah. Alright, hold on.
After gracefully rappelling down the cliff, I welcomed the sight of an actual road, the first sign of civilization. Daventry was just a few miles to the east. I'd read all about its wonders in my travel books. I couldn't wait to check out its famous, fantastical floating island.
No way. So I'll go this way. West. Yeah.
Grandpa, you can't leave Triumph.
Don't worry, Triumph can fend for himself. We've been through our share of sticky situations, but he always comes around when I need him most. After all that graceful rappelling, I was certainly not headed back that way.
It just took me 3 days just to do an App Store account. Yo, my name's Shay. Yeah, mine. That's my fee over there. He has a rabbit. The word rabbit is something that I squirrel.
Hey! Over here!
I could have sworn the Parade of Hopeful Knights was scheduled for the next day. I should have been with them, marching with Triumph. It seemed my first few minutes in Daventry were off to a terrible start.
So, how did you catch up with them?
I blew the horn.
That odd horn seemed to be missing some sort of mouthpiece.
I see.
Seems like a waste. Seems like a waste.
I was going to look through it. This way.
As I was saying, I followed the road to the east and headed to the night tournament.
Wait, Dad, can I have Chris? Give it to me. Is it?
The horn was broken, but that didn't stop me from blowing on it. Realizing a lot of people probably put their mouths on that horn, I was disgusted. I slowly backed away and never blew that horn again.
I'll blew it again.
Truth.
I don't think that green button works. I'll use that blue chair. Do you need to sit like that? Check what they said.
Strange tracks blazed a trail through the forest.
Dad, why did you say hi, hello, Superman? This is hello, Superman. So Dad, he was watching.
I was watching off the other person. I went to see some of the flags.
Look up there, boy. Hey. Come. Rabbit, bunny, whatever you are. I'll kiss that frog. Kiss the frog. Cool. What are the bunnies? Ignore.
Don't share this code with anyone else, and no one from Google will ever ask for this code. Your code is 276890. Again, your code is 276890.
What does that even do? You say what?
It tells you where you are. Tells you if you're in any trouble. Tells you if your phone goes missing, where it is, and where it was last. If someone tries to nick it, put that phone up and press a button and nick it, record their face and shit like that.
Oh!
Sit down. Like your password, your email address.
Seems like a waste of money.
Okay, Nelson.
Well, you might as well put it in my notebook. I'm gonna rewrite it in my notebook.
Daventry was just a few miles to the east. I'd read all about its wonders in my travel books. I couldn't wait to check out its famous, fantastical floating island.
Back to Google Play Store.
You have to download it
What?
on my phone.
Google Play Store.
No. The MP3 thing.
East.
Memory card.
No, yeah. I don't have one yet.
Does it take?
Yeah. Open the back.
Daventry was just a few miles to the east. I'd read all about its wonders in my travel books. I couldn't wait to check out its famous, fantastical floating island.
Oh, one. You try and tell me what to do. Never eat. That's eat. That's how. That's what. And on there, it's gonna be the rabbit ones, and then there's gonna be Mobrook, and then it's like paradise. You can get all these broken trees and get out of like paradise. You know them like the water. Stay there. And then there's gonna be that thing, that living thing.
What the fuck is that? It's freezing cold.
Just made it.
You never kettle.
Yeah.
You just made.
Yeah, but that tree's gonna be there. That tree. What tree? That. If you look, the tree with that stop in the thing in it. It's gonna be there. What that?
I wondered what those birds needed a toolbox for.
This way. No, pass me the rock. No. I don't know. You say.
Shame. The only tool left seemed to be a small hatchet. And no, Gwendolyn, before you start asking me thousands of questions about that hatchet, I did not go around using it on everything.
Come on, tree. Pep on it, man. No, I'm gonna chop it down. I'm going to pay it, man.
There was no reason to chop down that perfectly good tree.
Oh. Yeah, I picked up that axe. Ending now.
You're gonna end it?
Yeah.
End the broadcast then? Oh, there's someone watching it. Oh, I can't.
Hi.
Who's good?
Huh?
Who's good?
I don't know.
Not me. Oh, perfect. No, there. Not here.
It's not ours.
It's not us.
Go back to your viewing.
But my YouTube thing.
I can say that. I can change it.
Just trying to do something real quick and this is taking a year. I've got this year to go out.
What are you trying to do?
Seems like a waste of
I'm trying to set up and just proper.
Eventually I got tired of blowing that horn and continued my journey.
Well, all these people trying to contact you, they're trying to. Seraphina's asking for your telephone number and your Instagram and all these things. I don't
I'm
know.
on her Instagram. There's something.
But can't say anything.
I've just downloaded Instagram. Yeah. I downloaded it.
Okay, that's a lot. I blew on it one more time.
My girlfriend that called you, it wasn't my girlfriend. It was Rakina in the room.
So you do have a girlfriend? Cut it down.
Talk to them, man. Oh, like, subscribe, leave a comment.
Suddenly, a gust of wind pushed me down the road, and I headed east.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye now.